Our project is about traditional Japanese sports. First up is sumo wrestling. Sumo wrestling is considered a national sport in Japan. Rikishi is sumo wrestler in Japanese. They wear silk belts, also known as mawashi. They fight in a ring that is 4.5 meters in diameter. When their bodies, except for the soles of their feet, touch the ground or goes out of the ring, he loses the bout. Sumo wrestling is religiously tied to the Shinto belief, which is like a ritual to please the gods. Pro tourneys take place 6 times a year, 15 days each, in January, March, May, July, September, and December. They take place at Ryogoku Kokugiken in Tokyo on January, May, and September. They take place at Osaka in March, Nagoya in July, and Fukuoka in December.
The next sport is kendo, which literally translates to the sword way. It's a Japanese style of fencing where the opponents use bamboo swords and protective armor, and they have like a caged mask over their face. And the goal of the sport is to strike at the opponent's head, chest, throat, or hand. If they can do that, it's worth 1 point, and the opponent wins when they score 2 points, or if they have more points when time runs out. The match times are usually 5 minutes for adults and 3 minutes for juniors. And if a draw occurs, another round begins. The first to score a point wins when the round ends. And usually this game is refereed by 3 people, and you're on a team with other players, and the team with more wins on its side wins the entire match.
Up next is judo. The name translates to gentle way because it focuses on grappling. This is known as a Japanese combative sport, and the sport uses a self-defense technique that uses the opponent's force against them. The training is viewed as a way to understand the true meaning of life through the mental and physical training of attack and defense. Players wear a colored belt, also known as obi, to show his or her level of ability. Judo became an Olympic sport in 1964 for men and 1992 for women. There are 3 ways to score in judo. One of them is ippon, which results in immediate victory by throwing an opponent in such a way that they land on their back or forcing them to submit by immobilizing an opponent on their
It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No.
The next sport is karate, which is one of the more practical martial arts, and it's a combative sport that came from China. Competitors do not wear any kind of protection. They use only their hands and their fists. So basically, the fighter must land a hit on the head, face, neck, chest, abdomen, side, or back, but a point will be awarded only if the fighter has good form, vigorous application, good timing, accurate distance, and sporting attitude. So there are a couple ways to win points. One is called ippon, which is a kick to the upper level, and one is called waza-ari, which is a mid-level kick, and then there's yuko, which is a mid or upper level punch. To win the match, you must have more points than the opponent at the end of a match, or have an 8-point lead, or rendering an opponent unable to fight. And oftentimes, the other opponent is disqualified for bad sportsmanship or an illegal hit. If there's a tie, the referee and 3 judges consult and decide a winner.
Last, we have Aikido. Aikido is considered to be used for self-defense. The basic principle of Aikido is do not fight force with force. It is a sport that practices forms for the sake of forms, and it is not as rough as judo or karate, but it's viewed as an excellent mental training or as a fitness sport. It's most popular among women and senior citizens. Normally there are no competitions in Aikido, But there's a form of Aikido that's called Tomiki Aikido, where there are competitions.